Hello, my fellow Godzilla fans. I'm Godzilla Guy G, and what do you know? 2021 is officially here, and already it's been a kind of a crazy year already, both in the real world and on this channel. I mean, for one, my channel is now officially 1 year old, so that's pretty cool. And I also recently reached 200 subscribers, which I seriously can't thank you guys enough for. I know it sounds happy and all that stuff, but it really does mean a lot to me, so thank you so much for that. However, none of that stuff matters, because we finally, after such a long time of waiting, finally got our very first trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, and I am so hyped. I've already watched the trailer like 5 times, and my god, it doesn't get tiring. The trailer was, in my opinion, fantastic, and I am now more hyped than ever to see this film. And so today, I'm going to be giving you guys some of my thoughts about a lot of the stuff that we got to see in this 2-minute long trailer. Now, originally I was going to make this video as both a reaction and thoughts video, but I did try and do the whole reaction thing, but due to the fact that I can't really get a face cam working, the things that I ended up actually recording for my reaction was quite shit, and it didn't really add anything interesting to the table besides just showing you guys the trailer. So because of that, I'm not going to do my reaction, but I'm instead just going to do the thoughts thing and just do that for the whole video. Before I give my thoughts though, I have to mention one thing. This is not in any way supposed to be an analysis video. This is a thoughts video, so I'm not gonna be analyzing every single scene and little detail in the trailer. Okay, so don't take this video as an analysis video, please. There's going to be a ton of other videos like that. This is just my thoughts on some of the things that I thought were the most interesting about this trailer. So I'm not going to go over every single shot and stuff like that. Just the things that I want to talk about, because it's my video and it's a thoughts video, not an analysis video. So just keep that in mind as you're watching. Anyways, without further ado, here are my thoughts on the official trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong. So one of the first things the trailer shows us is that Kong has apparently been captured and that he's being taken somewhere by the humans. It's also told to us that Kong is apparently going to be a good guy in this film. Now, it's not exactly very surprising because he wasn't exactly the bad guy in his own film, but since he is sharing the spotlight with Godzilla in this movie, it is interesting to see that Kong is going to be the good guy. And it's especially interesting because in the original movie, King Kong vs. Godzilla, of course there King Kong was more of the good guy while Godzilla was the bad guy. And it seems like this movie will be somewhat doing the same thing as that. I mean, the whole Godzilla being a bad guy thing can be debated, but I'll get to that later in the trailer. We're also introduced to this girl character who apparently has some sort of connection to Kong. Now this, I'm guessing she's going to be the way that the humans get Kong to go on the boat and stuff like that. And it seems like she'll be pretty important, and it is quite an interesting idea, so I am very excited to see how it plays out in the film. Oh, and about that whole Godzilla being a bad guy thing I mentioned earlier, well, yeah, that's the next thing I want to talk about, because in the trailer we're shown that Godzilla is apparently a lot more aggressive towards the humans than he's been in the previous movies. And while of course Godzilla's always been more of a neutral force and not a straight up hero, it seems like in this trailer they're making it seem like he's a lot more aggressive towards the humans and that he's apparently hurting people for no reason. Or, well, a reason that they don't know about. Now, Godzilla's reasoning for this is currently unknown, of course, but it is said later in the trailer that something is provoking Godzilla, and yeah, it's probably something to do with Mechagodzilla or something like that, but I am excited to see what the actual reason is for why Godzilla is being so aggressive. Either way though, we get a lot of really cool shots in the trailer where we see Godzilla just absolutely destroying everything in his way, and yeah, I'm guessing this is going to lead to some very, very awesome destruction scenes, and I really can't wait for that. Another thing said in the trailer was that there was apparently a war, or at the very least they referenced some sort of war, and I'm not exactly sure if this is supposed to be the war on Skull Island, or if it's some other war that we don't know about yet. Either way though, just the concept of a kaiju war is really awesome, and I really can't wait to see how this plays into the film. Also, we got some scenes showing us 2 new kaiju that will be appearing in the film. those being the Nosuki and Kamasots. Now, Nosuki and Kamasots are both kaiju that we've heard about for a long time, but now we've finally seen them and they both look really cool. I'm a really big fan of Nosuki's really weird and very different design, and Kamasots is a pretty cool looking bat kaiju, or at the very least, I think that's him. It could be something else, but I'm guessing that's him because it does look like a bat. Some of my favorite parts of the trailer, though, visually, were the scenes with the Neon City, and it seems like this is where Godzilla and Kong will have their titular fight. Or, well, one of their titular fights at least. And I just love how this looks, man. It just looks awesome. It's so colorful, and even though it is set at nighttime, which I know a lot of people are sick of, I think this Neon City-like thing will make up for that, and we'll actually get to see everything in the fight, or at the very least I hope so. Kinda similar to what Pacific Rim did with that one action scene. Oh, and speaking of visuals, next up I'm just going to be showing a couple of shots from the trailer that I think look the coolest. And I have to say, looking at these, I am very positive that this movie is going to have just as good cinematography as the previous movies have had. The scenes I'm talking about include these two shots of Kong and the little girl, these two shots which I've already shown you of Godzilla and Kong in the Neon City, this shot of King Kong just looking awesome and having his axe in his one hand, and this scene where Kong seems to be fighting off some of the Nosuki. I don't know, something about how this scene just looks really cool. And those were just a few of the many beautiful shots in this trailer. And I'm going to have to assume that this movie's cinematography is going to be just as good as Godzilla King of the Monsters, if not even better, but we're going to have to wait and see about that. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about with this trailer is the music. Now, we got to hear a bit of original music at the start of the trailer. I mean, it wasn't much, but it did sound nice enough. And then of course there was also the song that was used. Now I don't actually know what the song is called, but it did work very well. It was quite upbeat, it never felt boring, and it did make you very hyped for the film. So overall I would say it was effective. But I mean, we haven't really heard a lot of original music from this movie yet, which is acceptable because it's the first trailer and everything, but I do hope we get to hear some more of the original music from this film eventually, maybe in like a second trailer or something. And honestly, if the music in this movie is half as good as the music in Godzilla King of the Monsters, then it's going to be alright with me. But yeah, those were my thoughts on the official trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, and overall, I thought the trailer was amazing. I really bloody enjoyed it. The cinematography, the music, and the concepts that were shown here were all extremely promising, and I am now more hyped than ever to watch this film. But, what did you guys think? Did you like the trailer? Are you more hyped for the movie than you were before the trailer? And are you going to watch the movie when it comes out? Be sure to tell me all this stuff down in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys later. Bye bye.